my celestial friends, I'm Echo, the Saving Sorceress, and today I wanted to share with you a few of my favorite smaller channels here on YouTube with the hashtag #SmallChannelMagic. So last year, the Sunshine State Witch created the hashtag dontwatchme, which I loved participating in. We all shared our favorite witchy content creators, and I shared a few crafty ones as well. And I wanted to do it again. I think it is time to share the love, and I really want to highlight a few channels that I've found that I think deserve more subscribers, deserve more love, and that I just think that you will all enjoy too. You know, in these cold winter months, I feel like we just need something that warms us up, warms our hearts. I know there's nothing that makes me feel cozier than reading a really kind comment from someone, or finding out that someone I really admire subscribed back to me, or just doing any sort of thing that builds the community here on YouTube. I mean, we've got to help each other out, you know? Also, for this video, I'm focusing on channels that have less than 5,000 subscribers because, you know, I feel like those qualify as smaller channels. I mean, some of us are in the tens or in the hundreds, but I think all of us could use a little bit of love. So I'm going to give you the channel name and a description, and I'm going to link them all in the description of the video itself. So be sure to check out their links and subscribe to whichever ones you feel fit your vibe. And also feel free to use the hashtag for yourself. Small Channel Magic. So the first channel on my list is Celtic Sea Hag. I love her videos. I fell in love with them the very first time I saw them. They're amazingly put together. They flow together so well. They're enjoyable to watch. And she does things on a range of witchy topics, which is really interesting. But I particularly love her cemetery walkthroughs. They are just so beautifully respectful, and just there's such a passion and a love for those who are no longer with us. She just offers a beautiful view of how we can appreciate those who have gone before us and how we can really show our care and love for the past. It's just, I cannot recommend her channel enough. So I'm going to combine AstariaSen and Wispy Realm Summer Ross together because they are run by the same person. A very artsy witch who creates the most whimsical little crafts, usually with clay. I love both of those channels so much. And then there's Sheri LaFay. Her channel is really insightful. She does a lot of really interesting tarot deck walkthroughs, and often of like really cool pop culture decks. So I love that channel too. And there's PrettyAliceNight, who does lovely witchy videos as well, and is currently working on a book of shadows and sharing that process. I just love watching it all come together. And I can't forget from Cheap to Chic. I already talked about Sharon from Cheap to Chic in a few videos back, and I just love her. She's very crafty. She does a lot of seasonal crafts, and she does a lot of craft material hauls, and she's just really supportive of the YouTube community in general and really lifts up other people, and I really love her channel. Tici's Land is just such a beautiful channel that does hand-drawn, exquisite artwork for tarot cards and Book of Shadows and all sorts of other beautiful pieces of art. Oh my gosh, I just can't get enough of the beauty. And more recently I found doubleclickconnect, who does wonderful craft room declutter videos, which I really like to put on when I'm decluttering or organizing my own craft materials. You know, it vibes with me. She's best known for making these little craft gems she calls dewdrops, and they are just the cutest, most beautiful little things, and she even sells them on her Etsy page. It's just a lot of fun, she's crafty, and I love her attitude. It's just a great channel all around. I found Jamila Creates' channel very recently, but I fell in love basically instantly with the fashions and the thrifting. She does a lot of upcycling of clothes, and I think that's just so inspirational. It's what I do as well a whole lot of the time, and I I really, really enjoyed her channel. Watching it makes me want to do some sewing right now. State of Mind puts out a lot of videos about food, especially from Italy, and travel vlogs, but I have to admit, my personal favorite thing that she's ever done is a few of these Wednesday Addams fashion videos. She puts some other fashion videos out as well, and I love them too, but her Wednesday Addams ones that came out a little while ago are some of the most incredible things I have ever seen in my life. So perfectly put together, so just brilliant. I envy her talent. I'm in awe of it. So if you have an interest in food and travel and just wonderful editing, State of Mind's videos are perfect for that. They are just, chef's kiss. Wow, I didn't realize this list was going to be so long. I actually think I'm going to split this video into 2 parts because I want people to be able to focus in on each of the different ones that sound interesting to them and check them out and subscribe. And I feel like if I was confronted with like 15 different channels, I'd just be like, oh, that's too many. So I'm going to keep it to these few today, and then in probably a few weeks, I will put part 2 up and share even more small creators with you. So how about you? Tell me about a small creator down in the comments that you love, or tell me about your own channel if you have a YouTube channel that you think more people need to know about. I would love to hear about it too. So give a little bit of a description and, you know, let's all just share the love, share the magic, and be here for each other. Also, I can't forget to recommend all the channels I recommended back then in the Don't Watch Me video. I still love all of those channels. I'm a big believer in subscribing to people who fit your vibe and who make videos that you really enjoy, so I encourage you to check out everybody listed in the description as well as in the comments and see if any of them are the channels you've been missing in your life. So, now it's your turn. I challenge you to try this tag too. I'd love to see who you suggest. I think it's time for some small channel magic. Let's share the love! Also, if you enjoyed this video, I would really love it if you'd add a like and subscribe and stick around for more videos about sewing and thrifting and crafting and fashion, all with a witchy spin. I will be back soon, so stay tuned, and remember, my celestial friends, save every opportunity to boost someone up, give them a little bit of small channel magic, be kind to each other and to the universe, and try to add a little bit of magic wherever possible to your corner of the world. Bye. So who are you? Good grief.